Hey everybody, this is the WooFDriver coming to you from New Style Independent Film Studios, and we're going to do something a little different here. I'm going to start these podcasts, broadcasts, whatever, over about, I should say, my WooFtunes music library. It's something I don't talk about much, and I really want to, if there's anything about my legacy, I really want to be able to tell everybody what I've done, and the best way I found to do it is through my music. What I mean by that is I've written hundreds of songs and I've had them professionally performed by musicians all over the world. So you'll hear different artists and different accents. Some of it's really interesting and really exciting too. The music was designed by me, all the lyrics, to again, tell you about what I do and what I've done and about special moments in my life with my dogs. So some of it are about the dogs, some of it's about being on a certain trail, some of it's about certain travel, some of it's even about the people that helped me with the WooFDriver project. Interesting, and I think you'll find it entertaining. The music itself, some of it's been parodied, some of it's original. So a parody is a famous song that maybe the Beatles did, and then I have their music and I wrote my words to it. So it's a little bit of a challenge to me also, trying to make it rhyme, trying to make it entertaining. So you'll hear some fun words in there that some of them I made up. We call them WooFDriver-isms, and some of it are words that you don't hear every day. And I'll explain that. So what we're going to do today is, this introduction is going to be my first, well, not the first music video I did, but the first music video we're kind of talking about on set today. And it's called WooFPak MUSH On. And it's actually a parody from Four Non-Blondes, which is a fairly famous group from, I would say, I think the 90s. And this was one of their biggest hits, called WooFPak MUSH On. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll remember that as we go. So I'd like to play it for you. And the artist that did this, her name is Addie, and I call everybody that does musical work for me part of my Woof Play band. So it's interesting. I'm going to start to play it now. I have to pick up my phone here, and it's going to start from the beginning. So I'm going to put my headphones on too, so I can hear it going. And here we go. I'm going to get into the lyrics and then explain to you the whole process. So this is the beginning. The lyrics will appear on the screen also. No, I just remembered it's What's Going On by Four Non-Blondes. You'll see it's snowing where Addie's at.
Years plus and a WooFDriver still, flying to get our WooFPak all these great big thrills for endless elation.
So 20 years plus. When I wrote that song, it's actually probably 8 or more years ago, and I wrote that to let everybody know how long I've been doing this for. So at that point it was 20 years. Now it's probably, again, like 28 years. And I'm explaining how it's 20 years plus, and I'm trying to give all my dogs these great big thrills, because that's what it's about. And I say for endless elation. Now, technically, I'm not sure if I'm using endless elation right, but elation is being happy, lots of excitement, whatever. So I've done this. I'm doing this for the dogs, all my WooFDriver adventures and WooFDriver activities, and I'm trying to give them great big thrills. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to keep playing here. I'm going to pick it back up.
He realized quickly when he saw how's our mush that our world was best made up of a brotherhood with men to accomplish our dreams.
So what I'm talking about there, I realized quickly when I saw how Czar mushed. Czar was my first dog that I've ever had, and I didn't know anything about a Husky, and I got Czar. I got my first Husky back in '95. So the problem became he needed a lot of exercise. I didn't realize that. I'm like, why is the dog bouncing off the walls? Because that's essentially what Huskies do. Why does he want to escape the yard? Why does he want to be rambunctious? Well, that's Husky behavior, and it's amplified when they're not given a steady diet of exercise. So I didn't know what to do. At that time, I was in the pet business, meaning I sold pet products, dry goods. Went to a pet trade show, and I found a device called a Springer where I could safely attach the dog to my bike, pedal down the street. Since Czar, my Husky, could probably run miles and miles, and I probably can't walk miles and miles, though I was a lot younger back then, this might be kind of cool. I can bike, and every mile I do, while I'm pedaling, he's running that mile, so it's much more of a vigorous activity for him, though dogs do have 4 legs and we have 2. So as soon as I saw, and as soon as the results came in, we were done our first ride on the bike. He actually mushed. We're going to call it mushing, even though he's running on the side. He wasn't actually pulling the bike at that time. But as soon as I saw it, I knew that that's what we needed to do, and that was the element of mankind and canine. So the team I realized the brotherhood of man. I'm talking about the dogs and mankind, women, man, whatever it may be, humankind, are a good formula and a good marriage, good teamwork. So we can work together, and I can give him what he needs by riding this bicycle, and he can enjoy it by running alongside safely with the bike. He's not off leash, and he's tethered to a device that will actually absorb if he lunges, and it'll keep him safe for doing this activity. So we'll get on to the next line now.
We try all times for right instead, just to walk it all out, won't take us to bed, so we get start working, feeling familiar.
So what I'm talking about there is I try all the time for riding instead. So I'm talking about I try for all the activities we do for me to be riding and the dogs to be doing the activity. Because to take them to bed is what I mean by them. To walk them won't take them to bed. To walk them won't take us to bed, the dogs are saying. So a simple dog walk isn't going to tire them out. I mean, you can walk them 50 miles and you're probably not going to tire them out. They have to be a little more involved. It's got to be a little bit more vigorous. So trotting along, running along, pulling along is going to take them to bed because it's going to tire them out. So I need to find ways that I can ride or assist them without me being too vigorous and getting worn out in a few miles, so they can keep going on for as many miles as they need. So that's what I mean, just by taking them out for a walk won't take us to bed. That's why I kind of cleverly articulated that, if you will. So we're going to keep moving.
As we wake in the morning and we get outside, he takes a deep breath and he gets real high, and he screams at the top of his lungs, WooFPak, mush on.
What I'm saying there is I welcome every day. I love life, and living life with dogs or a dog is one of the greatest gifts we can have. So when I step outside with my dogs in the morning, take a deep breath, and I'm like, yes, we're here, we're together, life is good. So I get real high naturally, not using any drugs or any assistance there. The dogs are assisting me and life in itself. So I step outside, I take a deep breath, we get outside and get real high. And that's that same energy that dogs have. When they get up, they want to go. They're like, yes, they want to welcome the new day, and they want to get outside in the morning and start doing their thing. So that's where that comes from.
And he says, mush, 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 mush. He says, WooFPak mush on. And he says, mush, 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 mush. He say, WooFPak mush on.
So what I'm talking about there is she sings, "We fly, oh my God, do we, oh my dog, do we fly." Yeah, the real song's "Oh my God," so I have to remember how I wrote it. She's singing, and I'm saying that the dogs, when they get hitched up, wherever they're at, they're ready to roll. They're ready to fly. And a lot of times, if you watch my videos, you'll see the dogs on there, especially when we're first hooking them up and they've got that morning energy, that first energy. They want to go. So they don't want a lot of me standing around trying to aim a camera, trying to hook another dog up. They're like, let's go. As soon as they're there, they're ready to go. And that's the excitement. And again, that's the love. That's what inspires me, just that it's so simple what they want to do. We just have to find a way to let them do it in a safe manner, that we can do it with them consistently so they can keep doing what they love for health, psychological and mental. So psychological and physical, sorry. It's amazing. And if you've ever witnessed it, if you've ever been on again, I'm usually on a bike doing this, but if you've ever been on a bike or a sled or anything with a dog, and you see that fire in them, it's like the greatest gift you can give them by letting them do what they're bred to do. So we're gonna keep on listening.
And his ways, oh my dog gets his ways every single day. Without hesitation.
Just a quick note. So I'm talking about it's my ways. I'm always trying to find new ways or change up ways to run the dogs. That's why I go to different trails. At least they're still running. It may be the same bike. It might be the same setup, but it's a different trail. So they haven't been there before. So that's one of the ways I do it. Then I do different activities with them. Sometimes off leash. Sometimes they're riding. I put them on the back of my motorcycle. So it's always something new, always something exciting, and they never know what we're going to do. But also a difference in exercises, doing different things when they're off leash, when they're on leash, when they're on the bike, when they're pulling different vehicles or running with different vehicles, because they will pull also. Some of the vehicles they can pull. It's all working different muscle groups, and it's all challenging in different ways. And of course, dogs at different ages need to be challenged differently because, of course, just like humans, as they age, they get health concerns, whether it's arthritis, tightness in their muscles, whatever the case may be. So we might have to change things up a little as they age. And I'm trying to balance young dogs and older dogs, senior dogs, almost all the time, because I'm got different generations of Huskies all the time. So I'm trying to keep it challenging enough for the young dogs and keep it easy enough for the older dogs, but be sure they get their exercise. So that's my challenge. So it's all about the ways we do it.
And so he tries all times for right instead, just to walk it all up, won't take a step back. So he gets that working, feeling familiar. And as we wake in the morning and we get outside, he takes a deep breath and he gets real high and he screams at the top of his lungs,
WooFPak mush on!
And he says, mush, 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 mush. mush, mush, mush. He say, WooFPak mush on. And he says, mush, 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 mush. He say, WooFPak mush on. And he says, mush, 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 mush. He say, WooFPak mush on. And he says, mush, 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 mush. He say, WooFPak mush on.
So that's pretty much the lyrics for that song. I'm going to let Addie take us out of here. When we're done, I just wanted to say that I love the way she performs it. And I couldn't remember the name of the song because I feel like I kind of own the song now because I've been listening to it so much. And I actually play this music sometimes when I'm out on the trails with the dogs because it inspires me. And all the words are 100% true to all my songs. They're all what I wrote, and you can read them, you can sing them, you can hear them on the recording, and hopefully learn from them and enjoy them at the same time. And hopefully it'll resonate. You'll keep singing the hook. But again, that's WooFPak Mush On. And what I'm saying is, and again, what I'm doing is not traditional mushing because most of the times I'm on a dry land rig, you'll see me. So what I mean by that is I'm on some kind of bike or some kind of wheeled device or apparatus where the dogs can actually pull it or run with it. So we are still technically mushing, so mush on! And I'm going to let Addie take us out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. You can find it on YouTube right now on my WooFDriver channel, and hopefully it'll be on Spotify, iTunes. And by the way, I'm trying to make it so all the proceeds, if people start purchasing the music, will go to animal shelters. And mostly we're trying to get some partnerships with some Husky shelters. So here we go. Addie's going to take us out of here.
20 years plus and WooFDriver still flying to get our WooFPak all these great big thrills for endless elation.
Hope you enjoyed that. One thing I did want to say is I call the dogs the WooFPak, not WOLF, because that's real wolves. These are Huskies and Malamute mix maybe in there. So that's why they're the Woof, and I'm the WooFDriver, WOOF driver. Hope you enjoyed today's show, and I look forward to seeing you on another show soon to be. We've got lots of other viewing pleasure. For your viewing pleasure, we've got lots of other ways to see what I do, including a documentary coming out in hopefully the next 6 months or so, and you can look forward to seeing that here real soon. So have a great day, and thanks so much for tuning in. Hi, my name is Bill WooFDriver Hellman. I fell in love with the Siberian Husky. This is the roots on how I got started. Back when I was probably 11 or 12 years old, roughly 78, 79.
I met Bill in 2017, and right away I said, you know, what this guy's doing is actually pretty incredible. I think it's something that the whole world needs to see.
His love for his dogs is unquestionable. There is nobody on this earth who does what he does for his dogs.
Everything he does is, he starts at the best and goes down from there if he has to.
I hope people can take from that and learn about the love of dogs and animals, the beauty of nature, and how much a dog or an animal can be part of the family. The happiest days of mine are when I can make my dogs happy, and that's why I do what I do, because when I see, you can actually see dogs smiling. When I see my dogs happy, smiling, and enjoying themselves, that is utopia for me. Dogs to me are God's greatest gift, and I'm fortunate to be able to spend the time and do what I do with my dogs.